My name is Larry Markwart. So I was out doing some projects with one of my best friends. His name's Tony. We're down in North Carolina, I think, North Carolina. And we were out doing some Bigfoot research down in the Smoky Mountains. I was out there one night, and here comes this redheaded kid and a bunch of his friends, and they said they were in a band, and they said they were starting a music festival. And so we started tagging along with them. I didn't hear anything that time, Tony.
Larry Markwart is a bit of a legend around these parts, but his backstory is questionable.
There's some Sasquatch hunting activities there, and he got in the van with us at some point. And he's been with us for a long time since then, I think. So, yeah.
That's really where Larry kind of joined our team. That's where we found Larry. From that point forward, he rolled around with us for a while and then became the park caretaker here at Jim Sprick.
It just happened to be the perfect time. We needed somebody to take care of the grounds up there. And it was in pretty rough shape. We needed to kind of put the park back together. And Larry was the right man at the right time.
I don't remember actually first meeting Larry Markwart. I actually knew his cameraman, Tony.
So I am the groundskeeper here at Jim Sprick Community Park. You know, it's a park year-round, but I typically make sure that it's always looking extra real nice when the Chinook Fest happens.
He works for the people. He works for the community. But Larry is the kind of guy that, you know, if you need something, you go to him. Might take him a little longer to figure it out, but he figures it out. Might not be done the way that you'd have done it, but it's kind of done. He's that kind of guy.
Since becoming involved with Chinook Fest, he's also become our spokesperson, which has been a new thing for him. He's not always like 100% comfortable with it, but he does a good job.
Studies have shown that the key to success to a good music festival is having luscious green grasses everywhere. It's science.
And he was also willing to be our spokesperson and our MC, our mascot. If you can have a human as a mascot, which I don't know if you can.
Everybody needs a hype guy, and that's important for Chinook Fest. And Larry has been that for us.
Are the grasses luscious and green as you've ever seen them? Yeah!
I saw him on stage at Chinook Fest the very first year, and I remember trying to stalk him throughout this whole Jim Sprick Park.
I'll go back to YouTube, you know, every now and again, and I watch some of the videos of Larry Markwart, and I sat there and I laughed my ass off till I'm crying. It's just, he's a funny son of a beach.
In 2020, the unthinkable happened, and we had to cancel Chinook Fest. Larry Markwart was distraught.
What the Cody?
Larry had attempted to write a song.
So I'll just be sitting here and trimming my...
And so he grabbed his banjo and like made this video, but it kind of went viral in a bad way.
The end result was that Larry was stripped of his duties as groundskeeper of Jim Sprick Community Park because of things that he said things that went viral during that time.
Why?
He kind of gave the festival a bad name for a while there.
Well, at first I was a bit put off. I just didn't know what to think.
And so I felt bad for the poor guy, honestly, but he's come back. He seems to be put back together.
When things have gotten tough, he has been there to step up and contribute in whatever way he's capable.
He dipped it was a little touch and go there for a bit, but then he came back. He had a positive attitude, and that really got us through.
Chinook Fest wouldn't be what it is without me. Nobody wants brown grasses everywhere at a music festival. It's pokey. It's uncomfortable.
So Larry stepped up and, you know, he wasn't gonna let this thing fail. He did everything he could to save this festival.
In a way, Larry kind of saved himself. You know, he's a really complicated dude and very emotional. He definitely played a role. It was cool to see him bring some musicians together and help keep the fire alive.
I want to say that I was instrumental in carrying the torch for Larry to be reinstated as groundskeeper in 2022 because Larry never wavered. Through all of the bad times that we went through, Larry was there keeping the grass short, keeping the Krispies frosty, and he was there and ready when the festival came back. And as you know, Larry was reinstated as a lifetime groundskeeper of Jim's Brick.
This is home to us. He's a piece of the puzzle that if it wasn't there, it would be incomplete.
That guy, he has my heart.
Well, I just don't think it would be Chinook Fest without him.
Without Larry Markwart, we're not going to have a successful Chinook Fest.
Thank you, Larry, for being the most awesome groundskeeper ever.
I think he's single, I'm not sure, but he's not a bad looking guy, you know.
Keep up the great work and hope to see you again out there in the Nile Valley.
Larry, I love you.
In this park, it's like a diamond in the rough, and Larry is the reason for that, I think.
I'm always giving suggestions about the music that they bring in. And one of my favorite artists is Jewel. We haven't seen her play yet, so Jewel, if you're listening. I hear the clock, it's 6 a.m. I'm here so far. Ooh.